What kind of kayak you say it is?
It's just like a pelican. Yeah, no,
Oh,
spearfishing's a lot of fun.
got him.
Definitely try it.
Got him. Woo! Okay, come here. What's good, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. For anybody that's new, I'm the Seasick Fisherman. I do all types of fishing, and I just recently, well, like within the last 2 years, got more into bass fishing. And I'm not claiming to be a pro, but from somebody who was a bait and weight kind of guy and just started like really getting into bass fishing, learning more stuff, the weightless fluke, particularly in a junior fluke, and the watermelon red and a pearl white has been something that I rely on just to catch some fish. If we'll catch some bass and striped bass, I even caught trout on these when nothing else is working. Now, this is a very simple technique that I like to use because it doesn't take too much. And usually when you're a beginner bass fisherman, you don't have a bass boat, you don't have a kayak, you don't have a float tube, you don't have any of those things. You're on foot pounding the pavement. This is what I like to use. I throw a lot of other stuff, but I always keep this with me just in case I see some schooling fish or I see bass chasing. Typically, like if I'm going for striper, I always throw the white. I'll throw the watermelon red too. But what I've noticed is sometimes striper at the different lakes that you're in, they'll have like little bitty bait fish that tend to fit this profile pretty nicely. In the summertime and you see a lot of baby bluegill or baby bass, I found that the watermelon red matches it good, and they hit this way harder and faster than they'll hit this one. But I throw both of them. I keep them both in my bag just in case. And I use them, I throw them on one of these hooks, Gamakatsu, what is it? What size is this? Size 1. They're like a offset shank EWG hook or a G-lock hook. And I'm just gonna show you real quick how I hook. And the reason why I like these hooks because they're very thin, but they're strong too. I'll throw this on a spinning rod, or I'll throw it on like a BFS rod and reel. I usually throw it on my Cast King Zephyr, and I have like a little BFS rod. And one thing that I learned from my brother is sometimes if you have a thicker hook, you know, you can't really lay into the fish and you don't get good hook penetration. So that's the reason why I like these hooks or another light wire type of a hook. And I just hook it weedless. You can hook it two different ways. Some people like to hook it with the hook coming through the belly or out the top. Ooh, these hooks are sharp. Honestly, I like it coming out the top. So you imagine this is tied to your line. You're simply gonna go in through the top of the bait. Go in through the top of the bait, slide it down like that, and you rotate that around. Now that you have it right here, you see it, that's where you want your hook point to come in. Like that. And pretty much is weedless. There you go. You can nose hook it. A lot of different ways you can do it, but for me, I like it this way because most of the time I'm around rocks or grass, whatever kind of grass it is, whether it's like mossy grass or whatever, this tends to come through better for me. So this is what I use, throwing around sticks. If I get stuck on a stick, I could kind of work this out real slow and get my bait back versus getting hung up all the time. But yep, there it is. Just go into the tip like so. Slide him down, roll him around. I like to try to get it as centered as you can. And just like that, that is something I always keep with me as a beginner bass angler, whether I'm targeting largemouth, smallmouth, striped bass, or whatever. Whatever lake I go to, I keep this with me. Here's a few clips of me using the stuff and it working. Damn, they're looking at this little fluke. Might be able to get one of these. These aren't that big, but what kind of kayak you say it is?
It's just like a pelican. It's some cheap thing.
Yeah.
I got it years ago.
Do you still use it?
Every now, only when I fish Newport, just because my boat isn't ready to go out in the ocean yet.
Mm-hmm.
But honestly, if I'm going to just go down to Newport for the day and fish like Balboa Island area,
Mm-hmm.
I'd rather just use a kayak.
How long does it take to get there?
From here?
I mean, once you're in your kayak to the island.
Oh, not that long. You can launch from Coast Guard, which is like right next to the island.
There we go. Got one. They're definitely waiting for him. No skunk.
The two best places to launch a kayak. And then you can launch from Coast Guard, which has pretty good fishing around that area too.
I'll probably get this one to bite too. There, I saw it take it. That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
It's crazy how they sit right there.
And they just wait for it to come right upon them.
Yeah. You're right. This little baby bass color. Well, it's a watermelon red. Closest thing to it that I have.
I went one time this past season because I was working a bunch.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah, I see them. They're
They're munching on the baby bass right there.
Yeah. One of them was just chasing my bait when I just brought it in right now. Yeah, they getting active now.
Yeah, no, spearfishing's a lot of fun.
Got him.
Definitely try it.
Got him.
Damn.
Woo! Okay, come here. Sweet. These are little solid ones. He bigger than he looks.
Yeah.
He didn't look this big in the water. I thought he was a lot smaller than this. Had to go back to Old Faithful. That junior fluke is by far my favorite bait.
I've never even fished with a fluke, ever.
No?
Never.
Man, I kill them with these things. Like, when nothing else bites, I always get them with this. And they get fired up because it matches the baby bass.
Actually, no. You know what kills at a bunch of the local, like, smaller parks? You know, like the concrete bowls, like Eisenhower and stuff?
Uh-huh.
Those little Zoom flukes?
Yeah.
Those things slap. Anything else on that?
Up front way.
I literally
Creating a little chop in the water. I don't know if that's going to get them active. Yep. Got him. Oh, it's a trout. What the hell? Yo. I got a trout on a swim bait, on a jerk bait. What the hell is going on here? I was not expecting this. Come here. No. What the hell? No, you don't have to measure these. I'm gonna keep this. What the hell? This is not normal. He's going to the dinner plate. Look, I got a freaking trout on the lip. Off of a freaking junior fluke. Definitely gonna need the net. Oh, it's a whole pack. It's a wolf pack, y'all. It's a wolf pack. It's a wolf pack. It's a wolf pack. It's a wolf pack. I'm just gonna let him fight. My net is too far away. Damn it. I'm gonna have to chase this guy down. We are on BFS tackle, so I can't horse this guy in. This thing had a wolf pack with him. It was like 5 or 6 of them. GoPro, please don't mess up on me. Please don't do it to me today. Thank you, God. Even if I don't, oh, this thing gotta, trying to keep him up and out of the, ooh, where you going, bro? Whew. Oh, he's barely hooked, y'all. He's barely hooked, barely hooked, barely hooked. Let's get our lip. Let's get our hand in his mouth without getting hooked. Oh yeah. Oh, can't drop him. We can't drop him. Oh yeah. Just keep casting, baby. Just keep casting. Watermelon red, BFS. What you talking about? What you talking about?